Guest of Honor, Dr. Mohan Yadav, Honorable Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh. Guest of Honor, Shri Mohan Charan Maji, Honorable Chief Minister of Odisha. Guest of Honor, Srimati Anupriya Patel, Honorable Minister of State for Health and Family Welfare and Chemical and Fertilizer, Government of India. Guest of Honor, Shri Sampath Chandra Swain, Honorable Minister of State in charge for Industries, Government of Odisha. Requesting our esteemed dignitaries to kindly proceed for the lamp lighting ceremony. Requesting our chief guest, our guest of honors, to kindly proceed for the lamp lighting ceremony. Our chief guest, our guest of honor, also accompanied by Ms. Nivedita Shukla Verma, Secretary, Department of Chemicals, Petrochemicals, Government of India, Mr. Nikhil Meswani, Executive Director, Reliance Industries, Dr. Klaus Retting, Mr. Deepak C. Mehta, Mr. Prabdas. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, as we formally inaugurate IndiaChem 2024. Thank you very much. I request the esteemed dignitaries to kindly take their seats on stage. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll take this opportunity to formally welcome the distinguished dignitaries present on stage. I request Ms. Nivedita Shukla Verma to kindly welcome our chief guest, Shri Jagat Prakash Nadda, Honorable Union Minister for Health and Family Welfare and Chemicals and Fertilizer, Government of India. Can we all together once again welcome him with a thunderous and a warm round of applause. Thank you very much, Chief Guest, Honorable Minister, for gracing this event with your benign presence. We now welcome guest of honor, Shri Bhupendra Rajnikant Patel, requesting Ms. Verma to do the honors. Honorable Chief Minister of Gujarat. Kindly keep the applause going as we welcome Shri Bhupendra Rajnikant Patel, Honorable Union Chief Minister of Gujarat. We now welcome guest of honor, Dr. Mohan Yadav, Honorable Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh. Kindly keep the applause going, ladies and gentlemen. We now welcome guest of honor, Shri Mohan Charan Maji, Honorable Chief Minister of Odisha. Thank you very much for your gracious presence. Thank you very much, Ms. Verma, for doing the honors. I now request Mr. Deepak Mehta to please welcome our guest of honor, Srimati Anupriya Patel, Honorable Minister of State for Health and Family Welfare and Chemical and Fertilizer, Government of India. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for our guest of honor, Srimati Anupriya Patel. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you, Mr. Mehta, for doing the honors. I now request Mr. Prabdas to please welcome our guest of honor, Shri Sampath Chandra Swain, Honorable Minister of State in charge for Industries, Government of Odisha. A hearty welcome to you, sir. Thank you very much for your presence. Thank you very much for doing the honors. Good morning, distinguished guests, dignitaries, industry leaders. A very warm welcome to the inaugural session of IndiaChem 2024, the 13th Biennial International Exhibition and Conference. This year's theme, Advantage Bharat, Indian Chemicals and Petrochemicals Paving the Future, highlights India's expanding leadership in the global chemicals and petrochemicals industry. Today, we come together at a pivotal moment where innovation, sustainability, and global collaboration are set to redefine the future of this crucial sector. To formally open today's session, I now invite Mr. Deepak C. Mehta, Chairman, FICCI National Chemical Committee and CMD, Deepak Nitrite Limited, to deliver the welcome remarks. Can we please welcome him on the dais?
Shri Jagat Prakash Nadda ji, શ્રી ભૂપેન્દ્રભાઈ પટેલ, ગુજરાતના ચીફ મિનિસ્ટર, શ્રી મોહન યાદવજી, Honorable Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, Shri Mohan Maji ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Orissa, Srimati Anupriya Patel, Honorable Minister of State for Health and Family Welfare and Chemicals, Mitro, friends. Today we are meeting on the grand occasion of IndiaChem, and I remember recently Mr. Ray Dalio, one of the billionaires in United States, mentioned about India and the fantastic growth opportunities that India has. And he actually compared Narendra Modi ji with Deng Xiaoping of China. that जिस तरह से 1984 में डेंग जियाओपिंग ने चाइना का लीडरशिप लेके चाइना को पॉवर्टी में से आगे निकाला और आगे किया, उसी तरह आज जो नया भारत हो रहा है तो उसके मुख्य आर्किटेक्ट नरेंद्र मोदी जी है। और अगले 100 साल के बाद भी हम ये देखेंगे, सोचेंगे कि किस तरह इंडिया नया भारत कैसे बना मोदी जी के नीचे। इस नए भारत में हम कहते हैं कि मे बी वी विल बिकम द 3rd लार्जेस्ट नेशन इन द वर्ल्ड। अब जब द नेशन इज ग्रोइंग, द क्वालिटी ऑफ लाइफ ऑफ पीपल इज इम्प्रूविंग, it is very much going to be positively affecting the chemical industry. And what we are today at about $280 to $300 billion, we expect the industry to grow to $1 trillion in the next 10 to 12 years. तो डिमांड तो बढ़ेगी ही, लेकिन मोदी जी ये भी समझते हैं कि मैन्युफैक्चरिंग भी उतना ही बढ़ना चाहिए, क्योंकि एक तो वी विल इंश्योर दैट इंक्रीज एम्प्लॉयमेंट टेक्स प्लेस इन इंडिया, वी विल इंश्योर दैट इंक्रीज फॉरेन एक्सचेंज इज सेव्ड। और उसी सोच से मेरे ख्याल से मोदी जी ने ठीक ही किया कि उनके क्लोजेस्ट और स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट सपोर्ट नड्डा जी, उनको ये पोजीशन दी गई एज कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर टू आल्सो टेक केयर ऑफ द केमिकल एंड फर्टिलाइजर बिजनेस बिसाइड्स फैमिली एंड हेल्थ। सो वी आर वेरी प्राउड टू हैव नड्डा जी एज अवर कैप्टन। एंड टुडे अनदर थिंग दैट ही हैज डन टू डेमोन्स्ट्रेट कि अगर इंडिया में केमिकल इंडस्ट्री इतना बड़ा होना है तो हर स्टेट को हमें सिंगापुर बनाना पड़ेगा। और इसीलिए आज ईस्ट टू वेस्ट, ओडिशा, मध्य प्रदेश और गुजरात, तीनों को ये त्रिवेणी संगम करके नड्डा जी लाए हैं और तीनों चीफ मिनिस्टर साहब यहाँ पे है हमारे साथ में। और तीनों का मेरे ख्याल से यही कमिटमेंट होगा कि हमारे स्टेट को हम कैसे सिंगापुर बनाएं, और इसी तरह से ही इंडिया नंबर 3 इन द वर्ल्ड हो जाएगा। हमने अब तक देखा है, 10 साल 15 साल पहले की ये बात है कि जब हम कहते थे कि इंडिया में इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर फॉलोज डेवलपमेंट, माने पहले घर बन जाता है और फिर रास्ता बनता है और फिर पानी की लाइन आती है। हमने सुना है ये सब चीफ मिनिस्टरों से कि जहाँ पे दे आर गोइंग टू बी गिविंग हाईएस्ट प्रायोरिटी टू बिल्डिंग अप इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, एंड व्हेन दिस इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर इज गुड, व्हेन दिस इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर इज मच मोर देन वी नीड टुडे, we will attract more and more industrial investment. Sir, we are very, very keen to work with you to create the new Bharat. And I want to assure you, not only all Indians, but also the world is looking forward to India becoming the number 3 in the world. Thank you very much and a very, very warm welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Mehta, for your insightful opening remarks. It is now my privilege to invite our distinguished keynote global speaker, Dr. Klaus Retting, member of the Extended Executive Board of Evonik Industries AG and President Asia Pacific. Can we all please welcome Dr. Retting on the dais?
Good morning. So, Honorable Minister, Mr. Nada, Honorable Minister of State, Ms. Patel, dear Secretary, Ms. Werner, Honorable Chief Ministers of States, fellow speakers, industry leaders, delegates, namaste. I am really happy and excited to be back in India. As a matter of fact, the 3rd time this year. I'm based in Singapore, so it's not really that far. And it's a real honor for me to be a keynote speaker at the IndiaChem2024. Thank you to FICCI for the... Thank you all know the chemical industry is moving into its next phase of development. With a necessary, much stronger focus on sustainability, which will be next to safety, the license to operate for our industry in the future. We are in a time of reorientation of value chains with stronger elements of regionalization and increasing importance of Asia and intensifying cooperation within Asia. We see a stable political and economical outlook for the Asia-Pacific region, with an average growth expectation between 4 and 5% per year for the next years to come. In 2024, the global chemical industry is having, let's say, a modest recovery from a challenging year 2023. Global supply chains are still under pressure, among others due to the ongoing security issues in the Red Sea area. The global oversupply situation for many chemicals is putting pressure on our profitability. However, unbroken is the shift towards sustainable and circular chemicals and products. And the acceleration of this trend will transform the global chemical industry going forward. We are convinced that 2 concepts point the way to a future, let's say, worth living in: innovation and sustainability. We only can shape the future with new ideas, outstanding innovations, and resource-efficient and innovative businesses. This is why, just a few weeks ago, Evonik, we presented how we want to drive forward the green transformation of our industry. We presented our 3 new innovation growth areas: advanced precision biosolutions, accelerate energy transition, and enable circular economy. With these, we will achieve additional sales of more than 1.5 billion euros by 2032. Our innovation strategy shows how sustainable products and solutions will support Evonik's future growth even more strongly and at the same time reducing our customers' ecological footprint. This year, we opened a new research and development center here in India, as a matter of fact, not far from here, in Thane. India will play an important role in our regional and global innovation network. India is one of the few large economies that has shown strong and resilient growth over the last decade, and it's making steady strides towards becoming we heard this, the third largest economy in the world by 2030. India remains the fastest growing major economy in our region. The government of India, stable policy and economic support is accelerating the country's development. We hope that India and the EU will conclude the long-awaited free trade agreement between them. The ongoing Indo-German Green and Sustainable Development Partnership will, from our point of view, further foster closer cooperation between India and Germany to develop solutions for climate change and sustainable development. We also hope that India participates in RCEP or in ASEAN free trade partnerships, which can give India a much stronger position in Asia. I was happy to see that India's Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, and our new Prime Minister, Lawrence Wong, are also looking to intensify the cooperation between India and Singapore. The government of India's reforms and policies like Make in India, fostering strong market growth and enabling positive environment for investments in India. As a global specialty chemical company, market size and growth, free trade agreements which make the market bigger, ease of information exchange and know-how transfer within our own networks, know-how protection, and the availability of talent and competitive green energy, and not, at last, government support for investments are important factors for our investment decisions. India's vision of net zero by 2070 and to become a developed country by 2047 will further act as a motivation for strong and sustainable economic growth. We believe India has a large potential to emerge as a regional or even global chemical manufacturing hub in the coming decades. This would also lead to a substantial inflow of significant FDI into the chemical sector, and of course the participation of global players in the manufacturing in India. Once again, free trade agreement and preferential trade agreements will also catalyze that companies can build world-scale assets in India to manufacture for India, of course, but also for regional and global markets. This is especially important for a specialty chemical company like us. The Indian government focuses on improving the basis and the easiness of doing business in India, as well as providing incentives for investment and manufacturing, key commitments for sustainability like 500 gigawatt of renewable energy by 2030, EV, green hydrogen, infrastructure development, to name just a few. We as Evonik are over 35 years present in India and working closer with our Indian customers on their growth journey. In Asia, we currently have 20% of our global workforce. India makes up 10% of Asia for us, of our Asian workforce. That means 2% of our global workforce we have today in India. That means as a multinational company we say 2% of our DNA is Indian DNA. That's of course certainly not enough. So our clear growth target is to increase our footprint in Asia and in India substantially until the year 2030. Numerous products that help the development of India. Just to name a few, we produce Uderogit for pharma customers, we have Metamino for nutrition, animal nutrition industry, we have additives for the coating industry, we have cross-linkers for turbine blade manufacturing, we produce lubricant additives to support the implementation of Bharat 6 and emission norms set by the government of India, and we also have biogas separation membranes that enables biogas companies in their movement to support the government's scheme on compressed biogas production. With sustainability, decarbonization, circularity being key focus areas for the Indian government, we believe that Evonik's next generation solution can play a key role in India's needs. Green hydrogen will play an important role in decarbonization also in India. And going forward, we also can contribute here as Evonik with our next solutions like Durian, which is an AM membrane. Likewise, we offer innovation for circular plastics with our additives. India presents, therefore, potential opportunities to enable low carbon footprints and sustainable products, also with significant biomass and biofeedstock. Also here, we as Evonik looking into evaluating options. So we believe Evonik's portfolio, our next generation technology, next generation solutions can contribute significantly to the development in India and, of course, give us good business opportunities in India. But we don't want to do all of it by ourselves. I am a strong believer in partnerships. This means we are open, we are even looking for partnerships with good partners in India. We as Evonik, we are excited to be part of India's chemicals and petrochemicals growth journey. We really look forward to many great positive developments that will come for India. I think it's for sure advantage Bharat. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Retting, for your enlightening and forward-thinking address. Next, we are honored to have with us Mr. Nikhil Meswani, Executive Director, Reliance Industries Limited, who will deliver the Indian keynote address. Let's all welcome Mr. Meswani on the dais.
Very good morning. Honorable Sri Nadaji, we are deeply thankful to you for coming, sparing your valuable time and blessing us today. Sri Bhupendra Bhai Patel, Honorable CM of Gujarat, Mohan Yadav ji, CM of Madhya Pradesh, Mohan Manji ji, CM of Odisha, his Industry Minister, Mr. Swain, Anupriya ji, who has been a constant guiding support to us for many, many years now. Our Secretary, who has always supported the causes of chemical industry, Mrs. Nivedita Shukla ji, Dr. Ratik, my colleagues from the industry, Prabdas ji, Deepak Bhai, honorable distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and proud delegates. My special appreciation to Thiki for doing this yeoman service to India's chemical industry. All along, IndiaChem2024 has been organized in its 13th edition, and it is always a place to meet the industry in wonderful delight because it always happens just before Diwali. It is my great honor, it is my pleasure to address you, having participated in more than half those occasions. We lost a big industry leader only a few days ago in Sri Ratan Tata. I would like to quote an example of something that he said to change the vision and perception of our industry. Mr. Tata was attending a Harvard class, which was also attended by others. And the professor asked, how many years will you take to buy BMW? And the doctor said, maybe 6 to 9 months. The MBA said, definitely 6 months. The banker said 3 months. An engineer said, maybe 2 years. When Mr. Tata's turn came, he said 5 years. And everybody was startled. Why? So he said, BMW is a big company. It will take time to buy that company. And I think chemical industry has the same opportunity. If we think of our long-term vision, this is the place to grow. India is going to be the bedrock of chemical industry for the next 20 years, my friends. Chemical industry is the essential foundation that every other industry is built upon. It is in fact a solution provider. It produces materials with modern solutions and enables the comforting of modern lives and propels economic development. progressive applications of our industry has contributed significantly to the advancement of human civilization from the industrial age to technological age, fulfilling the needs from basic needs like roti, papada, makan to today's technological age to fulfill the needs of a smartphone, a computer screen, a solar panel, and also an electric. This helps increasing our farm production, increasing the shelf life of our produce, and enables global transportation to feed millions globally. Life-saving pharma drugs rely heavily on chemical industry. We all saw it in the COVID times. Finally, innovative polymers are ubiquitous in transportation, healthcare, IT and communication, entertainment, and consumer goods, and they contribute to nation building. Chemical industry thus is the industry of things and touches our daily lives from morning to evening. Let us now turn to India's economic vision, which has a direct impact on our industry. Our most respected and honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Bhai Modi ji, and his entire team has created a vision for India's Amrit Kal till 2047, when India turns 100 in the post-independence era. Some of the most important targets are to emerge as the second largest global economy, with global GDP multiplying 10 times from the present $3.5 to $32 trillion, and multiplying our per capita income 10 times to over $20,000 per capita. Manufacturing will grow 15 times, I repeat 15 times, to $6 trillion per capita, and if 96% of that is chemicals, you can imagine the opportunity of our chemical industry. With this ambitious vision, we have significant opportunity in 4 different areas: basic commodity building blocks, polymers, elastomers, aromatics, specialty and commodity chemicals will remain the backbone of this industry. To enable this, we require a world-scale cracker, ethylene cracker, every year of at least 1 million tons, which will double our polymer production from presently to 35 million tons by 2030. Similarly, we will have polyester consumption more than double to 10 million tons before 2030. Who would have believed that on the back of evolution of our chemical industry, that the Indian auto industry will produce 5 million vehicles in 2024? If I would have said this 10 years ago, none of us would have believed it. Such is the impact of materials on Indian industry. These high investments are only going to pave way to make sure that the world looks at China plus one, and it is India's time to capture that advantage and create meaningful jobs. This envisages also a large downstream development, not only to meet the growing needs of India, but also to be an exporter to the world. Value-added and specialty chemicals will grow even faster, and let us understand that 1/3 of these imports are sourced from China today. That is the opportunity lying in front of us. Globally, we need to make sure that we leverage on these building blocks, and we can aspire to grow our chemical industry at double-digit growth rates. Implementation of standards, Making sure that we have all the facilities is the reason why we are seeking government support in non-fiscal terms. And I am very, very glad that our minister personally is taking so much interest and has gathered here the Triveni Sangam of three ministers to make sure that this dream becomes a reality. However, to be viewed on the backdrop of global mega trends, I would like to quote here our chairman, Shri Mukesh Ambani. The first element of our philosophy of growth and value creation should be to create societal value, followed by customer value, and then to create employee value. Only then can the shareholder value be sustained. In this backdrop, the first mega trend is sustainability imperative. This is driving energy transition for renewable fuels like solar and wind, and as a result of hydrocarbon fuels will decline. Refineries will therefore become only a supplier of fuels and feedstock to chemical industry. India's solar capacity will more than double to 500 gigawatts by 2030. Yields in every refinery, which was traditionally 10 to 15% for chemicals, will go all the way to 60 to 70% in refineries of tomorrow. The second trend is circularity. This will contribute to make sure we do material recycling via mechanical or chemical recycling, energy recovery via waste to fuel or pie oil to make sure we convert waste to wealth. Third, biodegradable materials to make sure we have a better place to live for our future generations. We need to adapt to these trends and transform our industry on the backbone of oil to chemicals and sustainable chemical industry. At Reliance, we were born out of a journey from chemicals to oil. We have embraced these changes and we firmly believe that this vertical will remain our growth engine for several decades to come on the back of Indian chemical industry's growth. We have committed to achieve net carbon zero by 2035, and Jamnagar, which is today the dream of every engineer and the bedrock of hydrocarbon industry, will also remain the cradle of renewable energy. We are in the middle of building 5 gigafactories for solar, batteries, hydrogen, fuel cell and power electronics. Not having said that, we are already committed to invest over 60,000 crores in basic chemicals to meet India's needs in PVC, PTA and specialty polyester, which will cater to the needs of industrial and technical textiles as a major area of growth. In sustainability, we have successfully commercialized chemical recycling and have started exporting polymers by chemical recycling, and we have increased our efforts in PET from 2 billion bottles a year to reach over 5 billion bottles by 2026. Jamnagar has several feedstocks available to create new value chains which will cater to growing needs of India. I would like to conclude by quoting our founder chairman, Shri Dhirubhai Ambani. Our dreams have to be bigger, our ambitions higher, our commitments deeper, and our efforts greater. This is my dream for Reliance and for India. Thank you for your patient listening and a very happy Diwali in advance.
Thank you, Mr. Meswani, for your inspiring insights into India's leadership in this sector. For a comprehensive update on the recent developments in the chemicals and petrochemical sector, I now invite Ms. Nivedita Shukla Verma, Secretary, Department of Chemicals and Petrochemicals, Government of India, to deliver the sectoral briefings. Please welcome her.
Honorable Minister for Health and Family Welfare, Chemicals and Fertilizers, Government of India, Shri Jagat Prakash Nadda ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Gujarat, Shri Bhupendra Patel ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, Shri Mohan Yadav ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Odisha, Shri Mohan Chandra Manjhi ji, Honorable Minister of State for Health and Family Welfare and Chemicals and Fertilizers, Srimati Anupriya Patel ji, Honorable Minister of State for Industries, Government of Odisha, Shri Swai ji, our esteemed keynote speakers, esteemed industry leaders, senior officials from Government of India as well as state government, distinguished guests. As we all know, IndiaChem has developed into one of the key events in this sector, bringing together industry leaders, policy makers, researchers and innovators from across the globe and fostering an environment where ideas are exchanged, partnerships are forged and new possibilities are explored. We are proud to have the Netherlands with us as a partner country for the event. India and the Netherlands share a robust trade relationship, particularly in the chemical and petrochemical sector. The bilateral trade between the two countries in chemical sector stood at US $2.4 billion last year. The Netherlands is a global leader in circular economy initiatives, and Indian companies have been making great strides in adopting these practices, particularly in reducing waste and recycling. It is also heartening that Honorable Chief Ministers of our three partner states, Gujarat, Odisha and Madhya Pradesh, have graced us with their presence here today. Gujarat has been a forerunner in chemical and petrochemical production in the country, contributing about 40% of India's total chemical and petrochemical exports. Odisha is emerging as a significant player in the sector and is poised to become a major hub with its numerous ports, skilled workforce and conducive industrial policies. Madhya Pradesh has immense potential and is witnessing the development of a major petrochemical complex presently. Indian chemical industry has shown remarkable resilience and innovation, consistently achieving significant milestones, and we are now one of the fastest growing chemical markets globally. The theme of IndiaChem2024, Advantage Bharat, is most apt given that India today stands at the threshold of immense opportunities. The Indian economy possesses several advantages which position it for rapid and sustained economic development. India boasts a large and growing domestic market. By 2030, Indian middle class is expected to have the second largest share in global consumption at 17%. India's median age is 28 years and it has one of the youngest working age population. India offers cost competitive and skilled workforce, making it an attractive destination for manufacturing industry. We have a robust digital infrastructure which could aid our industry to adopt Industry 4 standards. We are also earnestly embracing sustainable practices with India ranked 4th globally in renewable energy installed capacity. India's installed non-fossil fuel capacity currently stands at about 46% of the country's total grid capacity, and it is increasing rapidly. India has been consistently making progress in world-class infrastructure development, including roads, ports, railways, airports, telecom and digital networks. PM Gati Shakti scheme aims at creation of multimodal and last mile connectivity infrastructure. Initiatives such as Bharat Mala and Sagar Mala are setting the foundation for sustained growth of manufacturing sector and exports. The national logistics policy focuses on enhancing the soft infrastructure of India's logistics sector and developing a data-driven decision support system. The Make in India initiative and the production-linked incentive schemes were introduced to enhance the country's manufacturing capabilities and to boost exports. The chemical sector has no restriction on FDI except for manufacture of hazardous substances. The enhanced manufacturing will also lead to higher production and consumption of chemicals, since these are the raw materials for the products of all sectors. With Startup India initiative, India has the third largest startup ecosystem in the world. In chemical industry also, there is large scope for these startups, especially in bioplastics, sustainable products, recycling of waste, etc. Several steps have been taken to increase the ease of doing business, including simplifying regulations, improving transparency, and creating a business-friendly environment. Initiatives such as the Goods and Services Tax and the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Codes have simplified and streamlined the processes. The government is also focusing on boosting exports and encouraging the industry to enter global value chains. The aspiration is to double the exports in the next 10 years. New free trade agreements are being negotiated to facilitate these endeavors. DCPC on its part is focusing on skilling through CPET by developing new courses and enhancing the number of skilled manpower available in the sector in the next 5 years. The next phase of growth of the industry is only possible if we invest in research and development for developing efficient technologies and products. The Government of India has created the National Research Fund to aid this. The department is exploring how to best use the opportunity provided by this fund for the benefit of our industry. The department has approved 18 centers of excellence to take up improvement in existing technology and to promote development of new applications. We are also trying to develop a portal to bring the academia and industry on one platform to facilitate interactions and partnerships between them. Notwithstanding the focus on economic development and investment, sustainability remains at the core of the government's strategy for the industry. The policy initiatives have put the emphasis on reducing carbon emissions, enhancing energy efficiency, and adoption of green technologies. The government is focusing its efforts on green initiatives across ministries. The future of the Indian chemical industry hinges on our ability to embrace sustainability. The lack of availability of data in chemical sector sometimes makes policy making a challenging task. To overcome this, the department has created Chem India portal, which aims to achieve a comprehensive understanding of the sector by enabling collection, compilation and analysis of data about the production, imports and exports of various products by chemical industrial units. This initiative will enable us to get access to reliable data to facilitate informed decision making. I take this opportunity to urge you all to register your units onto this platform to maximize its potential, which is possible only if all the industry uploads the data. The chemical and petrochemical sector is not only the backbone of our manufacturing economy, but also a key contributor to the nation's GDP, job creation, and technological development. The way forward for the industry is to align itself with global value chains, innovate to remain cost and quality competitive, develop new products, and embrace sustainability. The Government of India is fully committed to supporting the chemical sector in every possible way. As we march towards India's centenary year of independence, the goal of $26 trillion economy seems increasingly achievable. The chemical and petrochemical industry will play a critical role in realizing this vision. I urge you all to join hands with the government in this transformative journey to work together in leveraging the advantage Bharat and in utilizing the immense potential that India's chemical and petrochemical sector has. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Verma, for your detailed sectoral briefings. With due respect, I now invite Sri Sampath Chandra Swain, Honorable Minister of State in Charge for Industries, Government of Odisha, to address the August gathering. Can we all please welcome him?
Joy Jagannath, Honorable Union Minister for Health and Family Welfare and Chemical and Fertilizers, Government of India, Sri Jagat Prasad Nadda ji, Honorable Minister of State for Dignitaries, Health and Family Welfare and Chemical Fertilizers, Government of India, Srimati Anupriya Patel ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Odisha, Sri Mohan Majhi ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Gujarat, Sri Bhupendra Patel ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, Dr. Mohan Yadav ji, official of Government of India and official of other state, senior officials of FICCI, industry leaders, members of the media and dignitaries and esteemed guests on and of the dais. It is a great privilege to address such a distinguished gathering of industry leaders, innovators and entrepreneurs in the chemical and petrochemicals sector at the 13th IndiaChem 2024. This event highlights the vast opportunities and transformative potential of India's chemical, petrochemical and plastic sectors. The global chemical and petrochemical industries are undergoing a dynamic transformation driven by innovation, sustainability and emerging market opportunities. India is well positioned to lead this change and Odisha is playing centric role in this journey. With its rich natural resources, strategic connectivity and investor-friendly policies, Odisha has become one of India's fastest growing industrial states. Central to Odisha's industrial transformation is our commitment to creating a conducive environment for business through progressive policies and innovative platforms. Our Go Swift platform stands as a testament to this commitment, providing a seamless and transparent process for investors from land allotment to necessary approvals. In terms of pro-business policies, the Industry Policy Resolution IPR 2022 is a testament of the government's vision for creating a dynamic industrial ecosystem pro-business stance. This comprehensive policy offers top-tier incentives for investments including capital subsidies, employment-based incentive, SGST reimbursement and electricity price concession, all aimed at fostering sustainable industrial growth. Odisha boasts a diverse industrial landscape and we have identified the chemical and petrochemical sectors as key drivers of economic growth and job creation. The state offers best-in-class incentives to attract and support investors in this sector. Our commitment is further strengthened by the presence of one of India's three petrochemical, chemical and petroleum investment regions, PCPIR, in Paradip, a dedicated industrial zone that fosters development and provides a favorable environment for business. Our state's robust infrastructure is a cornerstone of its industrial success. With world-class ports like Paradip, Dhamara and Gopalpur, Odisha offers critical gateways for trade, enhancing our logistic capabilities and positioning the state as an ideal destination for industries aiming to scale operations. Odisha's thriving industrial ecosystem is bolstered by a skilled and adaptable workforce supported by strong educational and vocational training institutions that align with industry needs. This makes our state not just an attractive investment destination but also a nurturing ground for innovation and talent. Looking ahead, the government of Odisha envisions transferring the state into a global hub for the chemical and petrochemical industries. We are committed to promoting sustainable practices and innovative technologies that not only drive growth but also ensure environmental stewardship. I invite industry leaders, investors and entrepreneurs to explore the immense opportunities that Odisha has to offer. Our state is ready to partner with you, providing unmatched support, world-class infrastructure and a forward-looking vision that aligns with the future of the chemical industries. Together we can shape a future where Odisha emerges as a beacon industrial excellence, innovation and sustainability. Thank you. Bande Utkal Janani. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your words of wisdom. Next, we are privileged to hear from Srimati Anupriya Patel, Honorable Minister of State for Health and Family Welfare and Chemical and Fertilizers, Government of India. Her leadership has been instrumental in shaping the policies of India's chemicals and fertilizers sector. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming on the dais Srimati Anupriya Patel.
Shri Jagat Prakash Nadda ji, Honorable Union Minister for Health and Family Welfare and Chemicals and Fertilizers, Shri Bhupendra Bhai Patel ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Gujarat, Shri Mohan Charan Manjhi ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Odisha, Shri Mohan Yadav ji, Honorable Chief Minister of the State of Madhya Pradesh, Shri Sampat Chandra Swai ji, Honorable Minister for Industries, State of Odisha, Srimati Nivedita Shukla, Secretary, Department of Chemicals and Petrochemicals, Shri Deepak Mehta, Chairman FICCI, National Chemicals Committee, Dr. Klaus Retting, Member Executive Board of Evonik Industries, Shri Prab Das, Chairman FICCI, National Petrochemical Committee, officers from the Government of India and the respective state governments, industry captains, my friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, namaste, and a very warm welcome. Thank you all so much for joining us for the different sessions, sectoral conclaves and country forums at IndiaChem2024, the much awaited event of the chemicals and petrochemicals sector. It's my pleasure to note that we have participants from 22 different countries and 63 multinational companies for various sessions, along with more than 200 exhibitors who are showcasing their innovations in the exhibition. I understand that more than 5,000 visitors are expected in this 3-day event. I'm particularly pleased to note that Netherlands is a partner country for IndiaChem2024. The trade relations between India and Netherlands is very strong in the chemicals and petrochemicals sector, and Netherlands consistently ranks as one of India's leading trading partners in Europe. It's also a country that leads in circular economy initiatives, particularly in the biochemicals. And as Indian companies are increasingly embracing sustainability, that is the environment-friendly processes, I see an excellent scope of synergy between India and Netherlands. I would also like to acknowledge the presence of our Honorable Chief Ministers of Gujarat, Odisha and Madhya Pradesh, who are present here today as our partner states for IndiaChem2024. Ladies and gentlemen, Gujarat is blessed with highly advanced chemicals industry that plays a crucial role in India's economy, with a 35% share in the export of chemicals as well as the petrochemicals. And it ranks first in the export of inorganic, organic and miscellaneous chemicals, along with plastics, rubber, man-made filament and man-made fibers. Odisha is another very significant player in the chemicals and petrochemicals sector, and this is a state that provides one of the most competitive cost of doing business, having the lowest land and utility charges and backed by an enabling business environment. Madhya Pradesh chemical industry is also contributing to India's chemical production significantly, particularly in fertilizers, petrochemicals, as well as pharmaceuticals. And major industrial hubs like Bhopal, Indore, and Gwalior host a variety of chemical manufacturing units. Friends, India today is at the cusp of becoming a global hub in the chemicals and petrochemicals sector. With our diverse capabilities, a strong talent pool, and supportive government policies that promote growth, investment, sustainability, Advantage Bharat is not just a theme, it's a reality that we are building together. The sector, which contributes nearly 8% to India's manufacturing output, forms the backbone of several different industries ranging from agriculture to pharmaceuticals to textiles to construction. 80,000 essential chemicals are provided to different downstream industries by the chemicals and petrochemical sector. As we all know, the demand for the sector is rising, driven by multiple industries and the rising needs of our growing population. The sector continues to be a crucial driver of India's economic growth. The current size of India's chemical and petrochemical sector is around $220 billion, which is expected to reach $300 billion by the year 2029 and $1 trillion by the year 2040. The Prime Minister of India, Honorable Shri Narendra Modi ji, has a dream for a Viksit Bharat, a developed India as we complete 100 years of our independence. And this is where the chemicals and the petrochemical sector has a huge contribution to make. It is expected to contribute around $2 trillion to India's economy and make its own contribution in fulfilling the vision of Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. I'm very proud to say that presently, India's chemical industry is the 6th largest in the world and 4th largest in Asia. And the government of India is dedicated to fostering the growth of this sector by means of policy initiatives, streamlined regulations, and infrastructure development. Under Prime Minister Narendra Modi's guidance and leadership, the sector is witnessing significant progress and driven by several initiatives and measures like Make in India, Production-Linked Initiative, and the National Industrial Corridor Development Program. All these specific measures aim to boost manufacturing, reduce our import dependencies, and enhance the global competitiveness of the Indian industry. We're making strategic investment in infrastructure, also research and development, and the green technologies and cleaner practices to promote sustainable growth. India's manufacturing sector has shown a remarkable growth, which is fueled by policy reforms, a rising demand, domestic demand, particularly from the burgeoning middle class. And by 2030, India's middle class is projected to account for the 2nd largest share of global consumption. Friends, FDI has also played a pivotal role in enhancing the growth and competitiveness of India's chemical sector, which includes petrochemicals and the specialty chemicals. The country has become an attractive destination for FDI, allowing foreign direct investment in manufacturing through the automatic route. From April 2000 to March 2024, cumulative FDI equity inflows in all the manufacturing sectors reached $97 billion, and over the past decade, chemical sector has attracted $12.5 billion in investments, with approximately $6 billion being received in just last 5 years. To support the growth of this sector, we have also established the PCPIRs, the Petroleum, Chemicals and Petrochemicals Investment Regions across the country, which offer state-of-the-art infrastructure and favorable business policies. Our 3 PCPIR regions in the 3 partner states, Gujarat, Odisha and Andhra Pradesh, have collectively attracted investments of $30 billion. They are generating an employment of about 3.7 lakh with 824 units already commissioned. As I said earlier, government is also supporting research and development initiatives to foster innovation. Development of new products, processes and technologies in this sector is occurring at a fast pace. We have commissioned 13 centers of excellence in the petrochemical sector, and 5 new centers have been added. Further, the scope of these centers of excellence has been expanded to include the chemical sector as well. We are also investing in the skill development through programs and institutions like CIPIT, the Central Institute of Petrochemical Engineering and Technology. The aim is to prepare our youth to meet the demand of this growing chemicals and petrochemical sector. CIPIT also has 46 centers nationwide and has trained lakhs and lakhs of individuals over the past decade. Sustainability is at the heart of India's vision for the future. And in line with our commitment to the Paris Agreement, we are actively promoting the principles of green chemistry and clean technologies. Indian chemical industry is gradually shifting towards renewable energy resources, reducing carbon emissions, and embracing sustainable practices across its value chain. Our focus on circular economy practices is ensuring that India not only grows, but it grows responsibly. There is also a need for research into novel materials such as polymers, composites, nanomaterials for various industrial applications, including packaging, construction, electronics, and healthcare. At the same time, industry needs to enhance its efficiency and productivity through optimization of the chemical processes. Emerging new areas such as the development of bio-based chemicals and biopolymers and products to minimize waste generation, reduce energy consumption, and utilize renewable feedstocks. Integration of circular economy principles to ensure sustainability from production to disposal, and developing technologies for converting waste plastics and other chemical waste back into the useful chemicals is the need of the current times. The effort of our Department of Chemicals and Petrochemicals and FICCI in organizing IndiaChem2024 are instrumental in bringing together industry leaders, policy makers, and global stakeholders together on a common platform. This event fosters discussions on opportunities, challenges, and innovations within the sector. And your participation plays a vital role in ensuring continued growth and success of India's chemical and petrochemical industry in the years to come. In the closing, let me reiterate Government of India's commitment to supporting and advancing the chemicals and petrochemical sector. We're determined to provide the right kind of environment for businesses to flourish, for innovation to thrive, and for sustainability to remain at the core of our growth. Let us work together to unlock the full potential of Advantage Bharat and ensure that India continues to lead the way in shaping the future of global chemicals and petrochemicals industry. I thank you all and I wish you all the best for your fruitful discussions and business collaborations at IndiaChem 2024. Thank you all. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Honorable Minister, for your thought-provoking and inspiring address. With due respect, I now invite Shri Bhupendra Rajnikant Patel, Honorable Chief Minister of Gujarat, to share his thoughts with us. Gujarat has been at the forefront of industrial growth, particularly in chemicals and petrochemicals. Let's all together welcome him with a thunderous round of applause.
भारत सरकार और फिक्की के संयुक्त उपक्रम में आयोजित इंडिया कैम 2024 के उद्घाटन सत्र में हम सब के बीच उपस्थित केंद्रीय मंत्री एवं भारतीय जनता पार्टी के कर्मठ एवं यशस्वी राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष श्री जेपी नड्डा जी, मध्य प्रदेश के जनप्रिय मुख्यमंत्री डॉक्टर मोहन यादव जी, ओडिशा के जनप्रिय मुख्यमंत्री मोहन चरण मांझी, केंद्रीय राज्य मंत्री श्रीमती अनुप्रिया पटेल जी, ओडिशा के मंत्री श्री संपत चरण शैवान जी, केंद्रीय सचिव श्री निवेदिता शुक्ला जी, दीपक नाइट्राइट के चेयरमैन श्री दीपक मेहता, रिलायंस के एग्जीक्यूटिव डायरेक्टर श्री निखिल मेशवानी, फिक्की के चेयरमैन श्री प्रभुदास, इवॉन इंडस्ट्रीज के बोर्ड मेंबर श्री क्लोज रेटिंग, उपस्थित सभी उद्योग जगत के अग्रिम महानुभाव, आमंत्रित अतिथिगण, प्रेस मीडिया के मित्र, आप सभी को मेरा नमस्कार। विश्व नेता और देश के यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र भाई मोदी जी ने 7 अक्टूबर 2001 को गुजरात के 14वें मुख्यमंत्री के रूप में कार्यभार संभालकर देश में विकास की राजनीति का एक नया अध्याय शुरू किया था। आदरणीय श्री नरेंद्र भाई के नेतृत्व और मार्गदर्शन में गुजरात ने गुड गवर्नेंस, सुशासन के सफल 23 वर्ष पूरे कर लिए हैं। माननीय मोदी जी के नेतृत्व और मार्गदर्शन में पिछले 23 वर्षों में गुजरात केमिकल और पेट्रोकेमिकल क्षेत्र का हब बना है। इसलिए देश में केमिकल और पेट्रोकेमिकल क्षेत्र की बात होती है तब गुजरात का नाम अग्रिम पंक्ति में लिया जाता है। पिछले 10 वर्षों में प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र भाई के नेतृत्व में विकास की बदली हुई स्पीड और स्केल को समग्र देशवासियों ने देखा भी है और महसूस भी किया है। देश की जनता ने लगातार तीसरी बार प्रधानमंत्री जी के विकास के विजन को स्वीकारा है और एक बार फिर उन्हें देश का सेवा का दायित्व सौंपकर इतिहास रचा है। यहाँ उपस्थित सभी लोगों को मोदी जी के इस गारंटी पर भरोसा है कि उनके तीसरे कार्यकाल में भारत दुनिया की तीसरी आर्थिक महासत्ता बनेगा। आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने भारत को तीसरी सबसे बड़ी अर्थव्यवस्था बनाने के साथ साथ हमें विकसित भारत 2047 का विजन भी दिया है। इस विजन के अनुरूप सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट के साथ उनके नेतृत्व में हर एक योजना के केंद्र में आत्मनिर्भर भारत का निर्माण है। भारत को आत्मनिर्भर बनाने के लिए आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने देश में सेक्टर स्पेसिफिक पॉलिसीज फ्रेमवर्क से सेक्टरल ग्रोथ पर फोकस किया है। केमिकल और पेट्रोकेमिकल सेक्टर ऐसा सेक्टर है जो हमारे डे टू डे लाइफ का एक अभिन्न अंग है। केमिकल और पेट्रोकेमिकल क्षेत्र में आत्मनिर्भर बने इस विचार को गति देने के दिशा में एडवांटेज भारत इंडिया केमिकल एंड पेट्रोकेमिकल पेविंग द फ्यूचर की थीम पर इंडिया कैम का 13वां संस्करण प्रारंभ हुआ है। इंडिया कैम भारतीय केमिकल और पेट्रोकेमिकल क्षेत्र की भविष्य की योजना के लिए एक महत्वपूर्ण मंच बन गया है। मेरा मानना है कि यहाँ उपस्थित स्टेक होल्डर्स, इंडस्ट्रीज लीडर्स, एक्सपर्ट्स और इनोवेटर्स के आइडियाज़ भारत के केमिकल सेक्टर के भविष्य को आकार देंगे। केमिकल और पेट्रोकेमिकल सेक्टर लंबे समय से भारतीय उद्योग का बैकबोन और देश की आर्थिक प्रगति का प्रेरक शक्ति रहा है। भारत में 80,000 प्रकार के अलग अलग केमिकल का प्रोडक्शन होता है और इसी के कारण केमिकल के ग्लोबल सप्लाई चेन में भारत की भूमिका बहुत ही प्रभावशाली और महत्वपूर्ण होती जा रही है। प्रधानमंत्री जी के नेतृत्व में लागू की गई PLI योजना के से देश के केमिकल और पेट्रोकेमिकल सेक्टर को काफी बढ़ावा मिला है। श्री नरेंद्र भाई का विजन है कि भारत में केमिकल का इंपोर्ट घटे, भारत से एक्सपोर्ट बढ़े और केमिकल तथा पेट्रोकेमिकल सेक्टर में भारत आत्मनिर्भर बने। जब देश में केमिकल पेट्रोकेमिकल की चर्चा होती है तो गुजरात का नाम गर्व से लिया जाता है। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के मार्गदर्शन में गुजरात में पिछले 2 दशकों में केमिकल और पेट्रोकेमिकल सेक्टर में अभूतपूर्व विकास हुआ है। देश के कुल पेट्रोकेमिकल प्रोडक्शन में गुजरात का कंट्रीब्यूशन 62% है। डाइज और इंटरमीडिएट के प्रोडक्शन में लगभग 75% का योगदान गुजरात का है। बेसिक केमिकल से लेकर स्पेसिफाइड केमिकल, पॉलीमर, फर्टिलाइजर, डाइज और पिगमेंट्स में जैसे क्षेत्र में गुजरात ने महारत हासिल कर लिया है। फाइनेंशियल ईयर 2023-24 में देश के कुल एक्सपोर्ट में 31% शेयर के साथ गुजरात देश का प्रमुख एक्सपोर्टर स्टेट बना है। हमने वाइब्रेंट समिट में केमिकल एंड पेट्रोकेमिकल सेक्टर में इन्वेस्टमेंट के लिए कई सेक्टर स्पेसिफिक सेमिनार्स आयोजित किए थे। इस वर्ष के वाइब्रेंट समिट में केमिकल और पेट्रोकेमिकल सेक्टर में 5,34,000 करोड़ रुपए के इन्वेस्टमेंट के साथ 3,656 प्रोजेक्ट्स आए हैं। मजबूत औद्योगिक और लॉजिस्टिक इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर ने गुजरात को भारत का पेट्रोकेमिकल कैपिटल बनाने में बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण योगदान दिया है। हमें मोदी जी के विजन के अनुसार मेक इन इंडिया से आगे बढ़कर मेड इन इंडिया, मेक फॉर द वर्ल्ड के मंत्र के साथ आगे बढ़ना है। हमें ग्लोबल जाना है, पर मानव जाति का नुकसान और पर्यावरण की उपेक्षा करते हुए कभी भी प्रगति नहीं कर सकते। पर्यावरण की सुरक्षा के साथ हमें पेट्रोकेमिकल और केमिकल क्षेत्र को बढ़ावा देना है। मैं मानता हूं कि इंडिया कैम समिट में पर्यावरण के जतन के साथ इस क्षेत्र को आगे बढ़ाने के विषय पर गहन चर्चा होगी और इफेक्टिव सॉल्यूशन भी निकलेंगे। ये सॉल्यूशन प्रधानमंत्री जी के विकसित भारत 2047 के विजन के साथ पर्यावरण सुरक्षा को भी बल देंगे। देश की आज़ादी का अमृत काल भारत के विकास का सुवर्ण काल है। प्रधानमंत्री जी की विजनरी लीडरशिप में भारत को इंडस्ट्रियल और मैन्युफैक्चरिंग सेक्टर में ग्लोबल डेस्टिनेशन बनने का यही समय है, सही समय है। आज़ादी के इस सुवर्ण काल में हम सब साथ मिलकर केमिकल और पेट्रोकेमिकल सेक्टर में विकास द्वारा विकसित भारत के निर्माण का संकल्प को साकार करें। यही विश्वास के साथ मैं अपनी वाणी को विराम देता हूं। भारत माता की जय। वंदे मातरम। जय जय गरवी गुजरात।
Thank you, Honorable Minister, for your insightful address and showcasing Gujarat's role in industrial growth. It is now my honor to invite Dr. Mohan Yadav, Honorable Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, to deliver his address. Madhya Pradesh is playing a vital role in chemicals and petrochemical industry under his able leadership. Please join me in welcoming Honorable Minister on the dais.
इंडिया केम 2024 के इस बहुउद्देशीय और बहुत उपयोगी कार्यक्रम में यशस्वी हमारे भारतीय जनता पार्टी के अध्यक्ष और सरकार के केंद्रीय मंत्री श्रीमान जगत प्रसाद नड्डा जी, जिनके नेतृत्व में हमारा अपना ये मंत्रालय भी और गणतांत्रिक देश में दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी पार्टी के वो राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष है, हमें इस बात का गर्व में आपकी ओर से जोरदार ताली बजा करके उनका अभिनंदन करें, वंदन करें, जिनके निमित्त हम जैसे राज्य भी आज एक अलग प्रकार की इस विभाग से जुड़ करके आगे की योजना बना रहे हैं। यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री श्रीमान नरेंद्र मोदी जी का जोरदार अभिनंदन करें, जिनके नेतृत्व में देश आज एक अलग दुनिया में जा रहा है। हमारे इसी मंच पर विराजमान यशस्वी गुजरात के मंत्री, मेरे अभिन्न मित्र श्रीमान भूपेंद्र भाई पटेल साहब, मेरे हम नाम और मेरे नाम राशि उड़ीसा के मुख्यमंत्री श्रीमान मोहन चरण मांझी जी, हमारी इस मंत्रालय की एमओएस मंत्री श्रीमती अनुप्रिया पटेल जी, माननीय खनिज मंत्री उड़ीसा संपत चंद्र जी, अध्यक्ष फिक्की प्रभुदास जी, दीपक मेहता जी, क्लेश जी, निखिल जी, मंच पर उपस्थित सभी माननीय अधिकारीगण और आप सब, बदलते दौर में खासकर आज के इस समय में जिस प्रकार का यह समय चल रहा है और यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री के नेतृत्व में भारत ने बहुउद्देशीय एक तरह से योजना भी बनाई है और काम भी कर चालू किए हैं। और यही कारण है कि 2014 के बाद भारत कहाँ 11वें नंबर की अर्थव्यवस्था पे था और ये 2023 आते आते भारत 5वें नंबर पे आया है। और जिस प्रकार से अलग अलग प्रकार के सबने टारगेट तय किए हैं, खास करके मैं बधाई देना चाहूँगा भूपेंद्र भाई पटेल को, गुजरात का आपने अपना रिकॉर्ड बताया है और हमारे सभी प्रदेशों को समान रूप से आगे बढ़ने के लिए यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री लगातार प्रोत्साहित कर रहे हैं। और जब से यशस्वी माननीय मंत्री नड्डा जी बने हैं, वो भी लगातार दोनों तरह से, यद्यपि उनके पास हमारे लिए और आनंद है कि उनका हमारा अपना संबंध भी अलग प्रकार का है, लेकिन विभाग के नाते से स्वास्थ्य मंत्रालय भी और इस मंत्रालय में भी समान रूप से मेहनत कर रहे हैं। इसलिए मध्य प्रदेश को लेकर के मैं कुछ बातें जरूर बताना चाहूँगा। मध्य प्रदेश में आज हमारे अपने बीना में भारत पेट्रोकेमिकल्स की परियोजना 50,000 करोड़ की से अधिक की लागत का हमारे यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री ने भूमि पूजन किया है और इस पे हमने काम चालू किया है। साथ ही साथ गेल इंडिया प्राइवेट लिमिटेड का बृहत पेट्रोकेमिकल्स ये परियोजना एक और मंजूर होने जा रही है। मुझे इस बात का गर्व है कि लगभग 60,000 करोड़ से ज़्यादा की ये परियोजना भी हमारे अब आखिरी चरण में पहुंची है। पीथमपुर में देश में सबसे पहले सेज को स्थापित करने के लिए जहां 40 से ज़्यादा फार्मा इकाइयां अपना काम कर रही है, मुझे इस बात की प्रसन्नता है। मध्य प्रदेश में 275 फार्मा यूनिट स्थापित है। प्रदेश में 160 से अधिक देशों को दवाएं निर्यात हो रही है। दवा निर्यात करने में मध्य प्रदेश का स्थान चौथा है। फार्मा एक्सपोर्ट में 8 गुना बढ़ोतरी हुई है। 2023-24 में 11,890 करोड़ की फार्मा प्रोडक्ट एक्सपोर्ट हुए हैं। देश की टॉप फार्मा कंपनी में से 6 की यूनिट मध्य प्रदेश में स्थापित है। प्रदेश में फार्मेसी और मेडिकल कॉलेजों की संख्या लगातार बढ़ती जा रही है। वर्तमान में 250 फार्मेसी और 35 मेडिकल कॉलेज अपना काम कर रहे हैं। केमिकल पेट्रोकेमिकल्स उद्योग के लिए प्रदेश में अधोसंरचना तैयार है। रायसेन के जिले तामोट, ग्वालियर में बिलोवा में प्लास्टिक पार्क, रतलाम में बृहत फार्मा बायोटेक केमिकल जोन का विकास हो रहा है। झाबुआ के मेघनगर में औद्योगिक क्षेत्र स्थापित कर केमिकल उद्योग के लिए मॉडर्न इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, धार के पास बदनावर में पीएम मित्र पार्क, भोपाल ग्वालियर में केंद्रीय पेट्रोलियम रसायन अभियांत्रिक एवं प्रौद्योगिक संस्थान सीपेट की शाखाएं स्थापित हमने की है। एक के बाद एक लगातार जिस प्रकार से हमारे अपनी सरकार ने भी काम हाथ में लिए हैं, मुझे इस बात की प्रसन्नता है कि वर्तमान के दौर में आज जब माननीय नड्डा जी ने जब से मंत्रालय संभाला है, हमारे लिए और एक अलग संभावना का दौर बना है। ऐसे में जब हम आगे बढ़ रहे हैं तो मैं अपने प्रदेश को उनके साथ कदम से कदम मिलाकर चलने के लिए हमने अपनी रीजनल इंडस्ट्री कॉन्क्लेव भी प्रारंभ की है। अभी तक हमारे यहाँ आमतौर पर इंदौर में ही इंडस्ट्री कॉन्क्लेव होती थी, अब उज्जैन, जबलपुर, ग्वालियर, सागर, इसी माह रीवा, सिंगरौली सभी रीजनल क्षेत्र में इंडस्ट्री कॉन्क्लेव करते हुए हमने कोशिश की कि क्षेत्रीय उद्योगों के आधार पर सभी प्रकार की संभावना का द्वार मध्य प्रदेश में है। ऐसे में हमारे लिए ज़्यादा जरूरी हो जाता है कि हम अपने निवेशकों को आमंत्रित करें और निवेशकों को कि मध्य प्रदेश के अंदर जो सरकार के द्वारा दिए जा रहे अलग अलग प्रकार की सुविधाओं से भी उनको रूबरू कराएं। इसलिए न केवल प्रदेश में बल्कि देश के भी अलग अलग सेक्टर में जाकर के हम रोड शो के माध्यम से हमारी निवेश की सभी पॉलिसियों के बारे में बता रहे हैं। मुझे इस बात की प्रसन्नता है, इस बम्बई सहित बम्बई, कोयम्बटूर, मद्रास, हैदराबाद, कलकत्ता इत्यादि शहरों में हमने अपने रोड शो किए हैं और उम्मीद कर रहे हैं कि अलग अलग प्रकार से जिस प्रकार से हमको रिस्पांस मिला है, बहुत जल्दी मध्य प्रदेश अब इस सेक्टर में भी बहुत आगे बढ़ेगा। खास करके आने वाले समय में हमारे लिए जब हमारा गेल इंडिया प्राइवेट लिमिटेड के माध्यम से ये जो बृहद पेट्रोकेमिकल परियोजना का काम आगे बढ़ रहा है, जिसके माध्यम से सीहोर और आष्टा ये एक तरह से मध्य क्षेत्र है देश का, यहाँ पास में अंतर्राष्ट्रीय एयरपोर्ट भी है और सभी प्रकार की रेल लाइनें हैं और आसपास का जो क्षेत्र है वो क्षेत्र भी सभी प्रकार की उद्योग को बढ़ाने की सभी अनुकूलताओं को लिए हुए है। ऐसे में 25,000 से ज़्यादा लोगों को यहाँ रोजगार प्राप्त हो सकेगा। पिछली साल जब माननीय प्रधानमंत्री ने बीना सागर जिले में भारत पेट्रोलियम की फ्लैगशिप पेट्रोकेमिकल्स परियोजना का सफल पूजन किया था, जहां 50,000 करोड़ से अधिक का निवेश होगा और 25,000 से ज़्यादा लोगों को रोजगार मिलेगा। मैं उम्मीद करता हूं कि इन सारे सेक्टरों के साथ साथ खास करके फार्मा के सेक्टर में भी हमारे यहाँ इकोसिस्टम उपलब्ध है। पीथमपुर सेज जो मध्य प्रदेश का सबसे पहला सेज है, लगभग 80 से ज़्यादा फार्मा इकाइयाँ स्थापित है। प्रदेश में कुल फार्मा इकाइयों की संख्या 275 से अधिक है। मुझे इस बात की प्रसन्नता है कि हमने ये लगातार आगे बढ़ाते हुए रतलाम, झाबुआ, इंदौर ऐसे कई सेक्टर में फार्मा की संभावनाओं को तलाशते हुए इस दिशा में भी हम काम कर रहे हैं। उम्मीद कर रहे हैं कि जिस प्रकार से मध्य प्रदेश यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री श्रीमान नरेंद्र मोदी जी और हमारे राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष श्रीमान जेपी नड्डा जी के नेतृत्व में सभी सेक्टर में काम कर रहे हैं, बहुत जल्दी इसके अच्छे रिजल्ट मिलेंगे। मध्य प्रदेश सरकार अपनी निवेश के लिए खासकर इस सेक्टर में भी आकर्षक फार्मा पॉलिसी बनाने जा रही है। मैं एक बार फिर इस पूरे आयोजन के लिए आपको बधाई देता हूं और उम्मीद करता हूं यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री के नेतृत्व में जैसे जैसे समय आगे बढ़ेगा, अभी हम उम्मीद कर रहे हैं कि अभी हमारे बीच में जो मैडम शुक्ला ने उल्लेख किया था और हमारे मित्र हमारे माननीय भूपेंद्र पटेल जी ने किया था, तो गुजरात मध्य प्रदेश का जोड़ीदार है और उड़ीसा उसका भागीदार है। मैं उम्मीद करूंगा गुजरात और उड़ीसा के साथ साथ मध्य प्रदेश भी कदम से कदम मिला करके नए रिकॉर्ड बनाएगा। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। भारत माता की जय।
Thank you, Honorable Minister, for sharing Madhya Pradesh's vision, growth and contribution to this industry. With due respect, I now invite Shri Mohan Majhi, Honorable Chief Minister of Odisha, to share his thoughts with us. Please welcome Honorable Minister on the dais.
Jai Jagannath. On this occasion of IndiaChem2024, on the dais, Honorable Union Minister, Health and Family Welfare and Chemicals and Fertilizers, Shri Jagat Prakash Nadda ji, Honorable Chief Minister Gujarat, Sri Bhupender Rajnikant Patel ji, Honorable Chief Minister Madhya Pradesh, Dr. Mohan Yadav ji, Honorable Minister of State, Health and Family Welfare and Chemicals and Fertilizers, Anupriya Patel ji, Honorable Minister of State, Independent Charge, Industry, Skill Development and Technical and Education, Government of Odisha, Sri Sampath Chandra Swain ji, other dignitaries on the dais, esteemed industry leaders, senior officials, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. It is a privilege to address you at the IndiaChem2024 and speak about the prospects of chemicals and petrochemicals sector in Odisha. Under the visionary leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, we stand on the cusp of a new era, Purvodaya, the resurgence of Eastern India. Odisha is poised to be at the forefront of this new journey towards a Viksit Bharat. Our state is ready to play a key role in driving India's industrial growth. Odisha, which is known for its rich natural resources, strategic location and leadership in mining and metal sector, is now emerging as a key player in chemicals and petrochemicals. Our chemicals and petrochemicals ecosystem are built on a solid foundation with presence of companies like IOCL, Paradip Phosphates and IFCO, among others. We have developed world-class infrastructure that caters to the needs of industries looking to invest and grow. RCPIR Paradip is driving Odisha's ambitions in this sector. Strategically located near Paradip Port, this industrial hub integrates a robust supply chain connecting industry to global markets. The chemicals and petrochemicals sector in Odisha is ready for exponential growth supported by increasing demand from core industries such as steel, aluminium and petrochemicals. At the same time, we are diversing into further high potential areas. Odisha is actively promoting invest in technical textiles and recycling of byproducts which offer promising growth, plastics and packaging with specialty chemicals which are seeing increased demand from domestic and international markets. Pharma chemicals, a growing area of focus which has tremendous potential for expansion. Anode and cathode chemicals for the expanding battery and electric vehicle markets. Green fuel production to support the global shift towards cleaner energy. These opportunities are supported by Odisha's rich natural resources, extensive connectivity and robust industrial ecosystem, making it an attractive destination for new investments. Odisha has already seen significant investments from countries' leading companies in the chemicals and allied sectors. chemical companies like Grasim, Borger Paints, Shalimar Paints and plastic sector. Leaders like Supreme, Ashirvad, Astral, Sentex, Sri Chakra Polyplast, etc. have expanded their operation in the state, contributing to the growth of downstream industries and creating opportunities across the value chain. Furthermore, key players in technical textiles like EPIC and MS groups, explosives manufacturers like Premier Explosive and CDET, and specialty chemicals manufacturers like Eternis, Epsilon, Sunvira, Silox, Epigral, Himadri, Kiri Industries, VCI Chemicals and others have also found Odisha to be a conducive environment for growth. Their investments are helping Odisha build a diversified chemicals sector that caters to a wide range of industrial needs. Odisha's future in the chemicals and petrochemical sector looks brighter than ever. Our strategic location on the east coast of India, coupled with the availability of skilled labor and industrial infrastructure, gives us an EDG. We are committed to ensuring that industries can grow and innovate in a supportive environment. As global demand for chemicals continues to rise, Odisha is well positioned to play a key role in meeting this demand, not just for India but for the world. I invite you all to explore the opportunities that Odisha offers and become a part of our growth story. Together, we can unlock new possibilities and contribute to the shared vision of a Vikasit Odisha. Finally, I would like to inform you that the government of Odisha is organizing the Utkarsh Odisha Make in Odisha Conclave 2025, the state's flagship global investors summit in Bhubaneswar, Odisha on 28 and 29 January 2025. In this context, we are hosting a session on investment opportunities in Odisha tomorrow in Mumbai at Trident Hotel, Nariman Point. I invite you all to join us and explore opportunities in our state. Partner with us in Odisha's growth journey. Invest in Odisha, invest in the future. Bande Utkal Janani, Jai Hind, Namaskar.
Thank you, Honorable Minister, for showcasing Odisha's role in industrial growth. We will now proceed with the release of the knowledge paper prepared by FICCI and EY, providing in-depth insights into the chemicals and petrochemical sector. May I graciously request our chief guest along with guest of honors and other esteemed dignitaries on stage to kindly release the knowledge paper on catalyzing India's chemicals and petrochemical strategies for global integration and growth, prepared by FICCI and Ernst & Young LLP. With this, ladies and gentlemen, we officially release the knowledge paper. We are now presenting the copies to our guest of honors and esteemed dignitaries on stage. And then we'll request them to please come together for a group photograph. Kindly come together. Can we have a round of applause on the official release of the knowledge paper being prepared by FICCI and Ernst & Young LLP? Many congratulations on the official release. And we thank our esteemed dignitaries for doing the honors. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, our chief guest has been instrumental in shaping India's progress across both health and chemical sector, playing a key role in driving forward transformative policies that foster innovation, sustainability, and growth. His visionary leadership continues to pave the way for India's advancement in these crucial sectors. It is with immense honor and privilege that I now invite on the dais Honorable Union Minister for Health and Family Welfare and Chemicals and Fertilizers, Government of India, Shri Jagat Prakash Nadda ji. Let's join me in giving him a heartfelt welcome on the dais.
I welcome our Gujarat Chief Minister, my esteemed colleague, Shri Bhupendra Bhai Rajnikant Patel, Honorable Chief Minister of Gujarat, my colleague Mohan Yadav ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, the newly elected Chief Minister and my esteemed colleague Shri Mohan Chand Maji ji, who is the Chief Minister of Orissa, Srimati Anupriya Patel ji, Honorable Minister of State and Health and Family Welfare and Chemicals and Fertilizers, and my colleague and Minister in Government of India, Shri Sampath Chandra Swain ji, Honorable Minister for Industries Department, Orissa, Srimati Nivedita Shukla Verma, the Secretary, Department of Chemicals and Petrochemicals, Dr. Claus Reddick, who is the member of the Extended Executive Board of Evonik Industries, AG and President of Asia Pacific, Mr. Nikhil Meswani, the Executive Director of Reliance Limited, Mr. Deepak C. Mehta, the Chairman of FICCI National Chemical Committee and the CMD, Mr. Prabhat Das, the Chairman of FICCI National Pharmaceuticals Petrochemicals Committee and MD and CEO of HMEL Mittal Energy and Limited, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and the leaders of industry and esteemed dignitaries. It is a pleasure to stand before you at the 13th edition of IndiaChem2024, a premier platform for the Indian chemicals and petrochemicals industry. This year's theme, The Advantage Bharat, Indian Chemical and Petrochemicals Paving the Future, reflects India's progress towards innovation, sustainability, and global leadership. I am delighted to welcome the delegates who have gathered here from 22 countries and 63 multinational companies with 200 plus exhibitors and 7,000 visitors who have registered themselves. This event underscores India's global significance in the chemical sector. I extend my gratitude also to Netherlands, our partner country with whom we share a strong bilateral trade, including $2.4 billion in chemicals and petrochemicals last year. I must thank the Chief Minister of Gujarat, of Orissa and Madhya Pradesh who have joined us. This shows their commitment for the development of the petrochemical industry, and the partner states Gujarat, Orissa and Madhya Pradesh are also the key players. Gujarat leads with 41% of India's chemical export. Orissa is emerging as a strategic hub, and Madhya Pradesh development like the BPCL petrochemical complex in Bina bolsters its growing role in this sector. India's chemical and petrochemical industry is a vital pillar of our economy, contributing over 9% of the manufacturing GVA, the gross value added, and 7% to total exports, currently valued as $220 billion US. We project the industry to surpass $300 billion US by 2028 and reach to $1 trillion US by 2040. India ranks the 6th largest chemical producer globally and 4th in Asia. We are the 2nd largest manufacturer of dyes and agrochemicals worldwide, with $45 billion US exports for the year 2023-24. Our growing middle class and rising demand for consumer goods, textiles, pharmaceuticals, automobiles, and construction materials continue to fuel this sector's expansion. Despite these successes, we must address a significant challenge, that is reliance on the imported feedstock. To achieve Atmanirbhar Bharat, self-reliance India, we must explore alternative feedstocks like biomass, plastic waste, and green hydrogen, while also expanding domestic sources of natural gas and coal. By investing in indigenous resources, we can reduce the vulnerabilities and enhance the industrial security. Sustainability is the future of the chemicals and petrochemicals industry. As the world transitions to greener technologies, India must lead by example. Our companies are already adopting sustainable practices, recycling, renewable energy, and alternative feedstocks that align with global trends. The shift from oil to chemical and the adoption of green hydrogen offer immense opportunities for our industry through a deeper chemical integration, optimized energy use, and circular economy principles. We can reduce our sector's environmental footprints while driving economy growth. Our government has introduced initiatives like Make in India and the National Industrial Corridor Development Program to support the industrial growth. Our petroleum, chemical and petrochemical investment regions in Gujarat, Orissa and Andhra Pradesh have attracted investments worth $30 billion US and generated approximately 3.7 lakh jobs. Additionally, the PM Gati Shakti, the National Master Plan, integrates infrastructure projects across sectors, creating synergies to boost productivity and sustainable development. Such initiatives are key to enhancing India's global competitiveness in chemicals and petrochemicals. Innovation and research are essential to driving the future of India's chemical industry. The National Anusandhan Research Fund, with rupees 1 lakh crore, supports the research on bio-based chemicals and eco-friendly processes and novel materials like polymers and composites. The skilled manpower is also critical. The Central Institute of Petrochemical Engineering and Technology, the CIPET, has trained approximately 6.5 lakh people and aims to increase this by 1.2 lakh annually by 2028. Expanding skill development is vital as the sector continues its rapid growth. Safety is crucial to the petrochemical industry, and the department has designed a disaster management module to train 2,400 major accident hazard units in safe handling of the hazardous chemicals over the next 5 years, ensuring that the growth is accompanied by focus on safety and risk reduction. India's chemical and petrochemical industry is poised for remarkable growth as we embrace innovation, sustainability and self-reliance. The sector will play a pivotal role in realizing our vision of Viksit Bharat in 2047. With collaboration between government and industry and academia, India can continue to lead globally in chemicals and petrochemicals. Here I would also like to add that under the dynamic leadership of Prime Minister Modi, I as a minister assure you that we will leave no stone unturned for the progress of the petrochemical area and this sector to be developed. Let us work together to create a sustainable, innovative and prosperous future for India's chemical industry. I wish IndiaChem2024 great success for fruitful discussions. Thank you very much for giving me a very patient hearing. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister, for your valuable insights and sharing your vision with us today. We are deeply honored with your presence and your inspiring words. Thank you. I now invite Mr. Prab Das, Chairman, FICCI National Petrochemicals Committee and MD and CEO, HMEL Mittal Energy Limited, to deliver the concluding remarks and proposed vote of thanks.
Good afternoon. Our esteemed chief guest, Shri Jagat Prakash Nadda ji. We are really filled and motivated after hearing the inspiring words. No stone unturned. That's the word we will always remember and will work for that. We are really feeling confident that we are being led by a leadership who cares, who wants to really get chemical and petrochemical sector not only very competitive but lead the world. I can assure you, we in India have excellent skill across this room and across India. I can assure you that we have expertise in technology, in operation excellence, in safety, energy conservation, digitization, sustainability, you name it. We have everything. We have a lot of potential. But we work under various constraints, and I'm sure the unfair competition which we are facing from various other countries, I'm sure that, with your support, we will be able to change this sector. Today's event, it appears, is a game changer. Your vision and assurance has put a new energy in us, and from our side, we assure you that we will also leave no stone unturned to work with you to this sector, a leading sector in Indian economy and the world. Thank you, sir. We are really fortunate to have with us Honorable Chief Minister Gujarat, Bhupendra Rai Patel ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, Dr. Mohan Yadav ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Odisha, Shri Mohan Maji ji, Honorable Minister of State, Anupriya Patel ji, Honorable Minister of State Chemical and Fertilizer, and Sampath Saranji, Minister of State Odisha, Cabinet Minister Odisha. We, the captain of industry, couldn't have asked for more. Your presence itself shows the importance which the government is giving to chemical and petrochemical sector. I feel that, with this presence of the galaxy of leadership here, this sector is going to prosper. The time has now come for chemical and petrochemical sector for next few years, as was told by our leader, Nikhil Meshwani ji. The states you have already mentioned have taken various initiatives, and we feel confident that we will work with you to make more investment in these states and other states in the country. I can assure you, Honorable Minister, that your dream of getting 1 trillion economy, 1 trillion turnover of this sector will come much before 2040. I will also like to thank Honorable Secretary Nivedita Shukla Verma and Joint Secretaries, another officer of Petrochemical and Petrochemical, They have been a great support to us, not only for this function, but throughout, and I hope that the leadership which you have given will make this sector prosper. I'm also thankful to Mr. Nikhil Meshwani. He is the leader of the industry, and Class Rating, who has given a different perspective. I'm also thankful to our colleague Deepak Mehta ji for the support which he has been giving. Lastly, let me also thank all the delegates and participants across India and the globe, and the enthusiasm which you have shown. I'm sure that this sector is going to take a lead in India and the world. Thank you.
With this, we conclude the insightful inaugural session. We once again thank our esteemed chief guests, guest of honors, and esteemed dignitaries for joining us. Thank you very much for your gracious presence. And ladies and gentlemen, too important, please come forward for a group photograph. Thank you very much. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, two important announcements. Now.